And welcome to another Dollar Tree train collab. So Miss Jackie Russell puts us all together, and I try to get done some of the kind of graphic stuff, the ads, the intros, take care of the playlist, and with a great group of ladies. They were all in the little thing that you saw before. And this time around, our theme was back to school. Now, I know it's July. Kids don't even want to think about back to school yet. But right after the 4th of July, all the back to school stuff started hitting the shelves. And if you've watched in the previous years, my work does have a backpack drive. So I take this opportunity to put together a little backpack. All right. So the rules, everybody's going to have a giveaway, or a subscriber give back, as I like to call them. So in order to be eligible, you have to be subscribed to everybody on this train. You have to leave a comment on everybody's video, publicly subscribed, by the way. In other words, we have to be able to verify that you are subscribed. So leave a comment on everybody's video, and that's how we can check to make sure you're publicly subscribed. And for mine, I just want you to tell me that you're subbed to all. That's all. No magic words. My giveaway is always a $15 Dollar Tree gift card, so you do have to live in an area where you can use it in order to, or gift it, I don't care. I don't care if you live in Canada. I know that there are Dollar Trees in Canada, at least there were, I think there still are. So if you live in Canada, that's fine. If you live in another country where you have access to it, go ahead and enter. Because it's a gift card, it's easy enough to send out. I don't have to worry about customs. You must be over 18. And everything's down below. This has nothing to do with YouTube or Dollar Tree. They do not sponsor. They're not involved in any way. This is simply from each of us to you. You can only win on one channel. So you can leave comments on everybody's channel. If you want to only be in certain ones, you could say, maybe you don't have this Dollar Tree card, and say, I'm just here for support. But you do have to leave a comment. All right, so let's get into it. Now, we do ask that you rate our hauls from 1 to 10, and that's usually like, would you use one thing? Would you use 10 things? With what I'm doing, I guess just rate 1 to 10 based upon what you would think if you were a kid, I guess. Because you probably won't have use of these things. I don't have use of these things. Even my daughter won't have use of these things, because the stuff they have is typically to put together for a backpack is typically a little bit younger. So 1 to 10, how'd I do picking out for a little one? It's not a competition, we just do that for fun. All right, so number 1 is the backpack. And I love Stitch. So when I saw this, I said, gotta do this one. Gotta do a Stitch theme. Now I will be grabbing some more stuff to go into here, but I can only show you 10 items. So we're going to start with our folders. So we have 2 folders, Stitch and Stitch Angel. And then we have a little Stitch notebook and a Stitch pencil holder. All right, so we have Angel on that. And here's Stitch. Here's Angel. We have glue sticks, and a good number. We got 8 glue sticks. We've got some pencils and some pretty colors. We have this adorable pen. I thought that was so cute. It's got like glitter in there. We have some scissors for little kids. Some glitter crayons. And of course, we're going to school with the backpack. We gotta have the matching lunch bag, right? And I like the size of this. I thought this was a really good size for your little ones. We're just gonna pop that right on in. All right, so what do you think? Did I do right by some little ones somewhere? 1 to 10, do you think the kid will love it or hate it? Let me know. Leave something in the comments down below to let me know that you are subbed to all. Make sure you leave a comment on everybody's. I would recommend that you make sure you leave that comment before it gets too close to the end, because sometimes if you're typing the comments and you're watching the playlist, it goes on to the next person, and then that comment goes in the next person's. So you think you left a comment and say my video, but instead it went on to, I don't know, say Sue's. I'm not really sure. But however the playlist is set up, right? All right, so we do want to take a moment to give a special thanks to Michelle over at Wavy Like the Ocean, because she takes a lot of photos, and Sue reached out to her and asked if we could have some use of some of her photos from Dollar Tree, because it was getting late and I needed to get some photos. I took some photos, but I was hoping to get more photos from just, different parts of the country and what their Dollar Trees look like, but a lot of people just didn't have time to do that. So Michelle gracefully allowed us to use some of her photos, so thank you, Michelle. We greatly appreciate you. All right, well, that's all I have. Let me know how I did. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you check out all these other ladies, and hopefully I'll see you soon.